What's up, guys? Welcome to the update. We're gonna take a look at the charts, see what's going on. Obviously, nothing has really changed since this morning's video. So if you're wanting a more full view of the markets, definitely go back and watch today's earlier video, and I go through it in detail. It does seem to be everybody's talking about this bullish divergence in the daily. You can't count that until the daily's over. We still have 5 hours to see what happens there. We can also look at this in the 4-hour. Let me get over to a 4-hour chart. Actually, I just wanted to point this out. Once we broke this trend line here, that was pretty bad for Bitcoin. If we draw a trend line off right here where it broke, if we were to come back up and get a pump, would be probably no higher than 35,000. I don't believe that's going to happen anytime soon, though. Let's take a look at the 4-hour, and then I'll get into the chat. So the 4-hour, as you can see, it looks like I want to point some stuff out here. Let me get rid of this line. Actually, let's go over to this one. Actually, let me get a more clean chart to look at here. What one do we want to use? We'll go back over to this one here, go into the 4-hour. So like I said, people are talking about the bullish divergence here, lower lows in the price action, higher lows in the RSI. But if we come back over here, point this out real quick, we were doing the same thing right in this area. Now this is the 4-hour. This takes time to play out, guys, but you can see right here, if we go from this low right here, it was higher than this low here, and lower here, that was hidden bullish divergence, and we did not get a move up. All we got was pushed back down further. It's most likely what we're going to see right in this area, in my opinion. I believe we're going to get back, the RSI is going to get way back down in here. Could that be quick? Could it be a couple days? It could be either. Timing is the hardest thing to judge in the market. But it definitely looks like we do have further down to go. And if we look at this trend line, depending on when it gets down here, it's going to be around the 27.7 to retest this trend line. It could be a quick wick up and bounce from there. But if at any time we do break down below this, it's probably going to get pretty ugly pretty quick. Now, it all depends on when it hits, if and when it hits this line. Let's put a price target on there. Just in the mediocre 27.7. So let's say if in the next day or so, if it goes down below that, it's probably going to get pretty bad. We'll see what happens. Hidden bullish and bearish, or vice versa, seems similar. Isn't anyone? I don't understand what you were saying there. 22K by next week, says Heidi. We'll see what happens. It is not looking very bullish, though, guys. You can look for bullish stuff and find it, but there's far more bearish indicators going off here than anything else. Silver is plummeting. Gold is going down towards my target. The Dow is just doing horrendous. Let's see here. Yeah, the Dow has plenty more room. We may get some sideways action the rest of this week, but I do believe it'll continue back on down here. We'll probably get some sort of relief rally tomorrow. We'll see what happens. DXY, still believe this target 93.52 is still valid, somewhere in this area. I do believe it's eventually going to break this. We may do a cup and handle here. But as you guys know, I'm extremely bullish on the dollar, bearish on traditional markets, and bearish on Bitcoin at the moment. But there is always that chance. And I'm going to move this while I got you guys on here. We're going to move this A over. Obviously, it's taking longer than we expected. So if we do get this, I don't know that we will actually get to that 50,000 range. We may get much lower than that, somewhere, if we put a trend line off these wicks, maybe somewhere around the 41,042 for that relief rally at the end of, towards the end of the year, or into the end of the year, and then back on down to our lower targets. I'm still looking at that. Nothing has changed there, as you guys know. And that's really about it. Let's get into the chat and see what you guys have to say. I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking. Where did I learn to trade? On my kitchen table for a very, very long time. We'll definitely break. When do you think we will recover? Depends on what you're talking about. We will recover. You guys, you have to look at the traditional stock markets. They are in horrible shape. It's probably going to be bad for a while. 26.7 is a fact coming with no doubt. I never speak in absolutes like that. You should never think in absolutes in the markets either. You need to be ready for both scenarios. As you know, we've had a bull case we were looking at, but that doesn't seem to be playing out very good. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you go over to the video, scroll under the video. And again, if you want more detailed description, look at yesterday's, but go into the video, tap that thumbs up button. It helps the channel out. If you are on mobile, all you have to do is exit the chat for a second and then get back in, and that'll get you to the like button. Current traditional markets and possible lockdowns, again, bearish for now. Yes. As you guys know, my count here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibility, getting us down to 14. That's if we don't get the bounce in the mid 20s. We could be going down to these levels. So be aware of that. Be careful. If you are looking for a bounce, not to say we can't get it, but just be careful. Looks like the vacay did you well. Yeah, man. I needed it. Now I need a vacation from my vacation. You told me 1 month ago we were in distribution and not accumulation. God bless me for having listened to you. Yeah, well, the people that were calling accumulation were looking at the 4-hour chart and stuff. And obviously, they don't understand Wyckoff. For one, it should only be used in a daily and up because it's big money. They're not playing on the 4-hour charts. But yeah, the people that were looking at the 4-hour charts calling it accumulation. People were doing videos on Wyckoff just because it played out. And if you watched my video from March 24th, I called it out perfectly before we even topped. And then all of a sudden, everybody is a Wyckoff pro. Guys, you got to realize most of these YouTubers making videos, they either just copy off of other people. They really don't know what's going on, and they don't trade. Just be careful who you're watching and who you're listening to. Period. 29K target is for what? Oh, the 29K. Let me go back over to that. Oh, if you guys are interested in trading, check out Prime XBT. Links down below in the description. Also, you can use my promo code SAVVY50. That will get you 50% off of on top of whatever you deposit. So if you put in 1 Bitcoin, you'll get a half a Bitcoin to use towards your margin. Savvy25 will get you 25% off of your trading fees. By far the best exchange, in my opinion, for Bitcoin and crypto. You can also trade Forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones. You can have multiple trades in at one time, shorts and longs. They don't clump everything together like the scammy exchanges. Definitely check them out. Most of the people that have checked them out love them. If you go over to my YouTube page, there is a tutorial here on how to use their margin, where to put my promo codes, yeah, just watch it. It's got a lot of good information on this video. So back to that 29. Or 20. Which one was you asking? This here is the golden pocket zone between 25.2 and 27.2. If we are going to get a bounce, I do expect it to be in that area. I do expect at least a bounce there. Maybe we'll have that fake bull rally, bull trap up into the end of August, September, and then back down. That could be. Make sure you're subscribed. We will be keeping up with this. I will continue to give you my ideas on it. Remember, guys, never trade off of anyone else's opinion. It's fine to watch other people and get their views, but just be careful. Don't just trade because some guy said it's bullish because somebody is investing in Bitcoin or any of that crap. That news is just crap, guys. When you're hearing about the news, it's too late. The answers are in the charts, in my opinion. Chad Air, how do you do taxes? I have a CPA that does my taxes. I give him everything and he takes care of it. The fact is we really haven't spent much time below 30K in this latest correction, BTC wise. Yeah, we haven't yet. Most YouTubers open short, long positions and then create hype and panic. Congratulations, Arvine from Discord, who was stuck in a short since 3 weeks. And she got out, I hope. Oh, what do we got here? Someone's been saying 13 to 17K. Like I said, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the second live of the day. The first one, I go more through all the markets and give you all my ideas. And there's 600, almost 600 people and only 200 likes, guys. Take a second out, smash the likes. If we get this to 500 likes, I only have, let's see, what time is it? I only have about 40 minutes. So if you can get the likes up to 500, then we'll take a look at some altcoins of your guys' choice. Just the charts, not looking at fundamentals because I don't believe they have any. Am I long-term bullish on BTC? I am, but a lot depends on what the traditional markets do, guys. That is a huge thing. Remember, this is all speculation still, no matter what anybody says. The markets don't have to keep going up. Not to say they won't, but they definitely do not have to. There is bigger things happening than what we know about. I'm 100% positive of that. Third proverb said I liked, even though I quit crypto for now. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. The grayscale unlock hype turned into hardly any movement. Like I said, do not pay attention to the news. You'll be so much better off. All that news crap that you hear people talking about gets in your head, and it will cloud your judgment of the charts if you are trading. Be careful with that. What kind of boat was that you posted on Twitter? It's just my pontoon. Can we still make money after this whole cycle, like next year? You can make money when markets go up and down if you learn to trade. That's what I've been trying to tell people. And you don't have to start with putting a bunch of money in an account and trading it. You can trade on fake accounts till you get profitable and then actually put in a small amount of money and start using that. And once you remain profitable on that, because once you put money in, then you got to deal with emotion. But I do suggest staying away from news and stuff. If you're going to learn to trade, stick with the charts, not what people are saying is going on. That stuff does not matter. Google user, any chance we can follow or see your trades? I do post some of my trades, and obviously last week I didn't have any. I actually did get in a trade this morning. I can post it in the Discord. I got in at 31,294. I put in a short. Right now it's up about 76%. I did it on 35,000 or 35 times leverage, so it ended up being like 52,000, but it's a small amount. I put like $1,500 in. Again, I just got back from vacation. I'm not getting all into crazy trading as of right now. I'm trying to get my marbles together. I haven't been watching the charts much, as you guys know, if you follow me on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, give me a follow. It's at CryptoSavvy1. There are some impersonators out there, but it's at CryptoSavvy and then the number 1. So if you want to give it a follow, give it a follow. I post stuff on there when I can, or if I see something. Hey, Savvy, welcome back. Are you seeing a parabola forming to the downside on the 12-hour? I haven't looked at the 12-hour. I don't look at the 12-hour because I don't trade the 12-hour, but It doesn't look very good, I can tell you that much. As you can see, if we were to close the 12 hours up where it's at now, that would be a little bit of bullish divergence. We'd have higher highs in the RSI, but that does look like that's going to erase before it closes. We'll see what happens there. I'm going to remain in my short. I got my stops at 52,198. Or no, I'm sorry. That was the amount. 31,111 is where my stops are. I just move them down to profit. Like I said, that's always what I do when I trade. As soon as I can, I get my stops either into break even or small profit, which that one is in a profit now. So if it does not continue down, I have my target at 27.7. If it doesn't get down there, it goes up, stops me out. I still made a couple bucks, no biggie. Where do you see BTC in 5 to 10 years? It all depends on the traditional markets, guys. That's what I've been telling you. Traditional markets could be looking for a major bear market. Will it be just a quick one and back up, or is it going to be long, drawn out years? That's the question. And that will all have an effect on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still correlated to the real world market. Bitcoin's not taking off on its own and doing its own thing. Not yet anyway. It's not to say someday it won't, but it is not doing that right now. DXY hidden bearish on the weekly and daily. All right, let's take a look at DXY. But I've mentioned that before. When DXY is on a run, that does not make a difference. We've seen it back over here. Let me show you. Right in here, we started seeing the same stuff, and it ended up taking off. But as you guys know, I'm bullish on the dollar. I will remain bullish. This is the daily. We have hidden bullish divergence still. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. Hidden bullish divergence where we had lower lows here. RSI has plenty of room to go up from here, guys. It's still above all the EMAs. There's nothing bearish about the dollar here, in my opinion. Nothing at all. Let's see. You said the weekly. Let's look at the weekly. Anthony Ripon, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. How do you take your profits from Prime without losing your promo rewards? I had to withdraw from my margin, transfer to my wallet, then pro to sell. I don't understand what you mean by that. You could switch it over to USDC right on Prime if you want before you switch it. If that's what you're asking, you can switch it to whatever else. You can actually exchange like Bitcoin for Ethereum or Bitcoin for USDC or Tether, which I don't suggest, but you could do that all on the exchange before you send it, and then send the Tether or whatever, and then cash out that way, however you want to do it. Yeah. You didn't miss anything last week? Yeah, I noticed. Not a whole lot happened. But I think we'll see some good moves this week for sure. I think there's going to be some great trade opportunities. I can clearly see hidden bearish divergence on the DXY weekly. Okay, let me go to the DXY weekly. Are you talking about right here? Well, this is a new week, and all that has to do is get above this one, and that's erased. So, yeah, I think we'll probably get up to this 200 EMA at least, 94.20. But eventually, I think we're going to make support up there and continue up. That is what I see. As you can see, there was, I guess not quite. Yeah, there was bullish divergence here. That's where we're getting this spike. That was right here. We'll see what happens, but I think we still have much further to go up on the DXY. The DXY bottomed out right here, in my opinion. Let's see. All right. Hey, Savvy, have you ever made any currency trades? Is any good? Any currency trades? You talk about Forex? Yeah, I dabble in Forex sometimes. I'm not a big Forex trader, but I dabble in it. Crypto Lands, hey bro, can you change your leverage amount on Prime XBT? I use Binance, but want to switch. Yeah, I actually, if you watch this video, I explain thoroughly how to do your leverage. It's actually a very simple process. It's super easy. basically, if you have $100 in your account and you want to go you want to play with $300 or 3 times leverage, you make your trade for 300, which would be 3 times what's in your account. That's basically how you do it. But if you watch that video, I actually get out the calculator and show you how to change your leverage. So definitely check it out. It's right there. Go to my YouTube page, go down to the 3rd row where there's some free tutorials there. There's a BYBIT tutorial and a Prime XBT tutorial. This does teach you how to change their margin. Everybody seems to think they're only 100% margin. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. You can do 2 times if you want. However, you can do 1 time. It doesn't matter. Savvy, have you ever... Oh, I already read that. So anyways... Oh, doesn't look like we're going to get to 500 likes, so I'm probably not going to do the alts today. I'll maybe cut this a little short. I'll give it a little bit longer. Hey, Savvy, I know you're short-term bullish on the dollar, but are you concerned long-term with the dollar? I am, but if you watched any of my previous videos where I go through the markets and I show you when the stock markets crash, the dollar goes up and vice versa. So ride that dollar up in the crash and then get back into the markets when the dollar peaks. Hey Savvy, which charts on TradingView do you use to trade BTC and ETH on Prime XBT? I actually use Primes. I trade right on Prime. They do have the little analysis button up top that'll pull up a TradingView chart for you, but I have multiple screens. So I watch it. I watch Coinbase no matter what exchange I'm trading on, because Coinbase probably has the cleanest charts. So anyways, I keep an eye on Coinbase and I have it next to it. But I use my trend lines and stuff on Prime. They don't have the scammy wicks like you'll see in other exchanges. I've explained that to people multiple times. They don't trade against you because they don't win when you lose like the other exchanges. You have to lose for the other exchanges to win. Prime just makes commission off the trades. So they would rather you win and stick around and keep trading instead of losing all your money and leaving. Brolica said, please tap that like button. How difficult can it be? Apparently it's pretty difficult. Savvy, how did you get those fibs? Not the horizontal lines. Are you talking about that long-term log chart here? If you go over to your, so I guess it's going to turn into a little trading session, huh? But anyway, you go over to, you go over to your, right here, the fork on your trading view. Go down, you'll see trend-based fib retracement. Then at the very bottom, you'll see fib channel, and that's your fib channel right there. That's how you get your fib channels. Zadie said, I can't like twice. I've been in a short for a week now. Should I get out now and get back in later? Got in at 34K. Always take profits, man. Always take profits. Don't ride one trade and think that one trade's going to make you rich. There is nothing wrong with taking profits. So a lot of people just think they're going to ride that one trade forever. And you may get lucky and do that, but it's way better to collect profits. And a lot of times when I'm trading, I'll just move my stops down every time. Like if I'm in a short, every time we break a support, I'll move my stops just above that support. And if it breaks the next one, I'll move them down again. That way I'm in profit no matter what. Strategies towards profit taking. It all depends on your goals there, the style of trading. A lot goes into that stuff. There's no cookie cutter program, no cookie cutter answer for any of that stuff. Jeffrey Frazier said, watch the old video, all his old videos. Yeah, if you watch all my old videos, just random ones. Just pick old ones and go in and watch, and I kind of explain stuff as I go and why I see certain things and what I look for. They're all Basically, if you watch all my old videos, they all have some sort of teaching in them one way or another. I'm not the greatest to sit down and teach someone something, but I do try to explain what I do, how I get to it. And if you watch the videos, it's kind of like hundreds of little training videos, I guess you could say. Thanks, Moo Point. Manos, it's not advice. It's just my opinion. Savvy, any comment on Elon speaking at the Bitcoin conference? No. Like I said, I don't watch the news. I don't care about none of the crap going on. It's all right here. It's all in the charts. The charts are all you need to know. Everything else is just noise to screw you up. Ninja Killer 999. What is the RSI oversold, overbought? Why is it a bad metric? Well, I'll show you right here. If you watch, there's divergence. So oversold and overbought isn't going to get you tops and bottoms all the time. It's just not how it works. Let's go into, like, this is going straight across. We had tons of ups and downs, and our highs weren't even the highs on the price action. Our lows weren't necessarily always the lows. Like, we had this low here, we went lower. So if you'd have bought, you'd have been screwed. As the RSI is going up here, it's going down in the price action. That's why you don't use the RSI as a up and down indicator. That's not how the RSI works. That's not how it works at all. It's never how it has worked. Bro Loca, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. And thank you too, Ninja Killer. But yeah, that's just a bad metric, because as you can see, you know, price can be going up or price can be going down while the RSI is going up, and vice versa. Learn divergence. That'll help you a lot. See, like right here, it was over. Okay. Here's a good thing to look at right now. So right here, it says oversold. So you would buy there, and then what? When it comes back down here and just makes another oversold, then what do you do? That's horrible. If it was that easy, everybody would do it, and that's just how markets would run, but that is not how it works. When we crash, panic wick will be deep. Yes, I believe that to be true. If it drops fast, it'll probably recover fast. If it drops slow, this could be very long, drawn out, and ugly. 448 likes, but since you gave me a super chat, Ninja Killer, I guess I have to do it. For Alpha, let me go into, here was a old chart we did way back here. We broke it. We hit our target on theta. Looks like we'll probably go lower. Let's see, there's another one up here. Haven't quite hit our target, 143 on KSM, but you wanted to look at Alpha. Alpha. Where is a good Alpha chart? Looks like Binance is going to be the best. Here it is. Alpha. Whew, that's ugly. Alpha ugly. It definitely has another leg down at least to go. Probably go down and test this support. Again, these are just quick. I don't watch these all the time, so I'm not real familiar with their charts. But it looks like if we're going to get a bounce, it'll be back here around the $41 range. Let me put a price in there. Whoops. If you're going to get a bounce, I would expect a bounce right in here. But this, be honest with you, just looks like a dying penny stock. I am familiar with that because that's what I used to play in, was penny stocks. If we break this support, it's just all bad. That's all there is to it. And then you got your low here at 29 cents. But this chart looks absolutely horrible. That's the 1 hour. Let's go into the 4 hour. As you guys know, I like the 4 hours the best. Same thing. Does not look good. It does look like it is going to break down harder. Judging from the RSI right here. Looks like we do have further down to go here. It may even come down and test this low here. 32. But if this area starts to break, it's pretty much done and over, I would think. That's why I say, guys, if you're playing with altcoins, try to play by the charts the best you can with them, because I don't believe hardly any of them, if any, are really worth anything. Can you look at Quant? Let's take a look at Quant. And it's all the same. Literally, they just follow Bitcoin. I mean, they'll have random pumps of their own here and there. Quant looks like, honestly, looks like it's horrible. But we'll look at the bullish and the bearish case here. So this is the 4 hour for anyone that's watching. So here's the bullish case. And I would not trade unless it broke one of these trend lines. So if we break down here, you're going to be looking at testing these old lows down here. Does that mean it happens in a day? Nope. And let's put it right there, about 29 cents. And if it were to break up, depending on if, when, and where on this, we could be looking at as high as somewhere around 117. But I'm thinking this is looking way more likely to come on down. It looks like all the whales and pushers accumulated down here. Somebody probably did a video on it here, or let their communities know they were buying, or they were going to pump. It pumped here. They probably made a video or something in this area, got everybody in, did a hard dump, everybody pumped again, and it's just dying off, and the whales of this coin are dumping it. JJP said Bitcoin can go to 24,000 soon. It could. I wouldn't expect it to be real soon, but it could. Please look at BNB. BNB. BNB just broke a pretty heavy support. It's not good. I'm not sure if this is a channel. I guess you could look at it as a channel, but looking at it at this level, breaking down there. Now we could still come up and retest this trend line, but the ultimate measured move for this move here would be $238. That's where I would see it going next, which would line up pretty good to put another trend line right across here. See what happens. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for, around the 238 range, 240, somewhere in there. And then see what happens. Does it get a bounce and continue up, or is it just going to falter out and keep continuing down? That's a pretty ugly chart. Looks just like Bitcoin, though. Wow, that was from a long time ago, back in March. I had them targets back there. If you hadn't shorted BTC, would now be a good entry? No, I probably wouldn't be messing with it now. I'd probably wait for a formation in Bitcoin before I made a trade. It's just I never short on a red candle, never long on a green candle. I know that's the opposite of what everybody wants to do, but that's just fact. Fact of the matter. Where the hell's that blank chart I was looking at? There we go. But yeah, see how this closes? This could close as a doji, and you get another test up to retest this trend line up here. If we were to come up to here, that 31.2 range again, and get rejected, don't get back above this trend line and make support, this could be a good area to short in here. If we get back up there and don't get back above this trend line, like I said, which would be about 31.2, 31.3, depending on if, when, and where. Rain. Fish Knoll wants to see rain. Obviously, rain isn't a coin, or does it have a... Oh, it's on Uniswap. No. I don't see no rain other than Rain Industries or Rain Therapeutics. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I just want to give you guys a quick stream. We'll take one last look at Bitcoin, see what's going on, then I'm going to get out of here. That's what I'm looking for. If we come up and get a retest to this range, 31.2 or so, I expect a rejection back down. I'm still looking for those somewhere in the 27s, somewhere in that range, possibly. That's what I'm looking for. But thanks a lot, guys. I'm taking about capital saves options. When does Michael Saylor get liquidated? He might be pretty close to break even now, because he still bought even higher and higher, and he kept doing it. So we've talked plenty about that. Go check his MicroStrategies chart all the way back since existence, and you might see some resemblance of what's going on now. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one.